Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Right now, we're doing something a little different. We've played one 3DO game previously on the stream. It was Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Now, I think that this probably gave people maybe an inaccurate idea about FMV games on the 3DO, if that is the standard that we're looking at. So I thought that we would look at an FMV game that is pretty much the opposite of Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, in that the Daedalus encounter is made to be a completely serious sci-fi story, or at least as serious as you could get for FMV. So we're taking a look at something on the opposite end of the spectrum. Let's get started. So the Daedalus encounter is probably mainly known for starring Tia Carrere, who at the time, this was the mid-90s, was actually quite a big star, known for Wayne's World and True Lies. This is probably around the height of her career. I mean, she did stuff after this, but really nothing on that level anymore. We're going to start with a new player. I've played through most of the game with KC1. We're starting with KC2. I've only played through most of the game because of an interesting little scene that comes up on Disc 3, which I'll make mention of when we get there. Hopefully I'll have found a solution to it at that time. Someone asked how many discs the Daedalus encounter is. It's 4 discs. We have easy, medium, and hard. Not entirely sure what the differences are. I'll probably want to figure that out. I can't imagine what differences there would be, because there's nothing in this game that I would really say has any kind of a challenge. It's an FMV game where we point and click and stuff. And let's just get started, and you'll get the idea real fast of what the Daedalus encounter is all about, I think.
Maintain formation, people, and keep alert. This sector's supposed to be crawling with Vakar fighters. Casey, anything on the scanners? Never mind.
You got 5 Krakow-class interceptors coming in hot and heavy, Case.
Cover me!
Come on, Case. All right, shoot. Got 2 breaking formation, Case. All right, Case, you got one coming up this way. Right in front of you. Come on, Case, shoot. Got him, we got him. Oh, shit, we got an outage on that. 7, 6.
Eject!
So, in space, in the oh, hold on. More dialogue.
God, I hope you can hear me. Look, your ejection pod hit some debris. You got hit pretty bad, but the medtechs are trying to fix you up with life support and artificial senses.
You just hang in there, Case. You'll be okay.
Audio link is activated. Cutting in visual in 3, 2, 1.
Switch on neural interface.
You got it.
Casey? It's Airy. Hi. Look. Your mind has been placed in a cerebral support mechanism. It's a device that when...
She's trying to say you're a brain in a box, Case.
Zach, could you let me handle this, please?
Oh,
Look, it's kind of hard to explain. Here, why don't I let you take a look at yourself? Now, you may not look the same on the outside, but I know it's you on the inside. And we need to know if you can respond. If you can, use the virtual interface in front of you to transmit a yes.
Alright, so, the game has begun, and our character, Casey, was in a horrible space accident in the middle of some kind of war, some kind of space battle, in which our escape pod did not escape in time, even though our other two crewmates did. The result is that that is us now. We are a brain inside of a computer.
It's not working. Sorry, Case. Shut it down.
okay.
Oh, I didn't even realize that would happen. Okay, we got a game over. Since we didn't respond, they turned us off, and I guess we died. So she will not hang around forever waiting for a response. Let's try that again.
And we need to know if you can respond. If you can, use the virtual interface in front of you to transmit a yes.
Alright, so what we want to do is do this. Go in interface help. This tells us the options we have available to us as a brain in the box. We have some means of interacting with the outside world. The first one, as it says, is to use yes-no buttons to communicate. And for some reason, even though we're in the far-off future, that is the extent that we can communicate with people. We cannot do any other kind of speech, just yes or no. I would think that they would probably have something better than that if they've mastered spaceflight, but no, that's what we have. You can see that there is a variety of other options there, which we will need to remember as we go on. For right now, though, all we really need to know is how to answer yes and no. And there's a 3DO control pad. Alright, so I'll bring up the options. Here they are. We can answer yes or we can answer no. How about I say, no, Tia Carrere, I can't hear you.
Glad to see you still got your sense of humor.
Hey, Case, you probably haven't heard, but the war is over. We flamed their butts at Exeter 3. Vakar lost a third of their fleet. They went running with their tails between their legs straight to the Taladarans, practically begged them to negotiate a peace treaty. You know, of course, that put us out of a job, but, you know, hey, war is hell, right?
So right now you're aboard the Artemis, finest salvage vessel in the sector. Zach and I cobbled her together from a couple of surplus Alliance transports.
Oh, not to mention the engines that we sort of borrowed from an Orion-class destroyer. May not look like much on the outside, but she could tug terra firma right out of orbit.
Well, we thought we'd help salvage some of the Vakar ships we helped disable.
That's the very least we could do. The way we see it, there's a lot of very tasty salvage just floating around out there, ripe for the picking.
And we figure you'd be interested in joining us. So, we liberated you from the lab.
Yeah.
Zach wired your interface into the ship systems.
It's good to have you back, Casey. So what do you say, guys? Let's do some hunting. finally got something. Activating view screens. Oh, Vakar freighter. Fat and juicy. Hey, Case, what do you say? You want to take your new equipment for a test drive?
Why don't you go ahead and activate your remote control probe, Casey? See if you can get us a better look at this derelict.
All right, so they've given us an option. We can do something. We can pull up our option menu to remember what it is we can do. They said, why don't we take a look at this derelict floating in space? Now, it was mentioned before, someone asked before what would have happened if we were serious when they asked yes or no. Pretty much the same scene. I mean, it's pretty much the same dialogue, though it is a different recorded scene. But they say pretty much the same stuff. If we had answered yes, that we could hear her. So what do we need to do? We need to activate our probe, and you can see that we can initialize the probe systems. And, well, basically, if you're playing the game, you will probably just be picking everything until something works. The thing that's going to work in this case is this one. Turn off the oxygen? That would kill our friends and crewmates. Why would we do something like that? Now that we've done that, the hot excitement of running the diagnostics on our probe, we can play more video. See, since this is serious science fiction, we have to activate things, run diagnostics, prepare things for launch. And now we can actually launch the probe.
Opening probe bay doors now.
Casey, I gotta ask you, what does it feel like having your eyes and ears floating around in a little ball while the rest of you's back here with us?
I can only answer yes or no.
I'm just asking Casey a question.
Okay, Casey, your guidance system's pretty much automatic, so you can concentrate on the job. Most other functions are up to you.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Close call there, buddy. Collision avoidance seems to be working.
All right, let's try your computer link, see how it works. Why don't you run an ID check on this pile of junk, see if you can get the name of the ship, and maybe get some idea of what the cargo might have been.
All right. I don't know why Zach was asking us a question that could not be answered with yes or no. Since he built our box, he knows very well we can't say anything. She asked us to run diagnostics, so let's do that.
Okay, you're coming up on some cargo door controls. Right there, Case. Alright, now try using your laser torch upper right-hand switch. Should pump enough juice into the system, pop that door wide open.
Be careful, Casey. Vakar have been known to booby-trap their hulks.
Booby traps, you say? Well, so we can use our laser, which we've been equipped with, to fry this thing open. He said to aim at the upper right switch, I believe? Okay, so I guess that would be this.
Casey, I warned you about traps. You just blew our only probe. Now we have to go back and start all over again. Thank you.
I'm in a box. I don't care about your problems. Anyway, this is, yes, we'll start that over again. Now, they said to aim at the upper right-hand corner. And you have to actually be surprisingly exact, considering I'm doing this with a gamepad. I have to aim right at that blue bit right there.
Nice job, Casey.
If I aimed anywhere else, it would have exploded.
Dark in there. Better kick in the floodlight.
Alright, so we can probably tell from that icon that that's the light.
Whoa! God, those things are ugly.
Why, Zach? I always thought you found aliens quite attractive.
Hey. I was drunk that night, you know that. And besides, it swore to me that it was female.
Casey, stop there. Let's get a good look around this place.
Alright. Now, keep in mind, by the way, even though we're in this probe, we haven't left the ship. I mean, our brain is still in that box. So we're just controlling this remotely. We can look around, even though there doesn't seem to be really anything around. Besides the dead alien. Besides that. That is hilarious. Even though it's super serious sci-fi, they had a sense of humor, Daedalus did, when they made this game. We didn't have to look at that. There are a number of things in the game that we don't actually have to look at, but if we're observant, we may find additional little scenes like that. This is kind of lasting for a while, actually. When I played the game previously, basically they just noticed something as I was looking around, but it's not happening this time. Unfortunately, one of our functions is not kicking. I don't know why they would... Oh, hold on.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah, Casey, can you grab that floating object?
Alright, they're asking us, can we do this? Yes, we can, but that's not actually what we need to pick. We need to pick our grappling arm.
Good. Now run an analysis on it.
We'll be going back to the analysis function many times, so it's good to remember that it's there.
Well, at least we got a nice souvenir.
No way. It's a Vakar war medal, Zach. Belongs with their dead. May as well come on in, Casey. It's just not our day.
Well, it appears that Ari, that's T. Carrere's character, even though she's running salvage, she has a heart. She doesn't want to take that war medal from its resting place. Zach seemed to be all for taking it with us, but it seems that there's nothing really that we can salvage out of this thing. So
this whole sector's picked clean. We need to go further out.
I agree, but where? The Magellan Cluster? Sirius? LV-426?
Oh, not there.
no, not
You know what I
there.
was thinking about? Remember that time we surprised the hell out of that wing of the car cruisers asleep at the wheel?
Yeah, Mizar system, right?
Yeah, and I never saw so many ejection pods in my life.
Wait, you want to go back to Mizar?
Why not? Oh, Harry, I doubt anybody's been out there since the war.
No, it's too close to the Vakar border. We'd be violating the Taladaran Treaty.
So, who's gonna know?
Doesn't sound like such a good idea to me, Zach.
Come Come on, Ari. What are you afraid of? We don't have to go by the book anymore.
Welcome home, dear.
Oh, Casey, you're back. Look, I say we take a vote. Who's for going to Mizar? Oh, come on, Ari. It's not like it's in Vakar space. It's a buffer zone. Nobody even patrols out there. You know, there's gonna be some tasty salvage.
Yeah? Ah, I don't know why I let you talk me into these things.
Maybe you let me talk you into something else someday.
I heard that.
I know you were supposed to. Hey, Case, what do you say? Mizar?
So Zach is asking us if we want to go out to some potentially dangerous space outside where we're supposed to be going, and for the purpose of getting salvage. I'm a brain in a box. I've been through enough. I'm going to say no.
No? Well, guess what? You're not only a weenie, you're outvoted. Ha!
Okay, then. Mizar it is.
We got a nice clear terminus. 190 million clicks off the stellar midpoint.
Let's do it.
I think our vote should have counted for more, really. By the way, if we said yes, we would be going to Mizar anyway. Those choices don't really mean anything, aside from which video clip we see. Oh dear. We came at a light speed in the Mizar system, we crash into a ship, and now our crewmates are dead. Well, actually, not quite dead. We can save them, if we so chose. But we have to act fast, which we did not. Unfortunately, no special scene for that. Alright, so let's be the nice friend, the nice brain in a box, and run analysis on the ship systems. By the way, that alien ship, the shape of it kinda reminds me of a mass relay. So obviously, the Daedalus encounter was a strong influence in the creation of Mass Effect. So now we have a minigame. We have to connect the life support system, which is now offline. We have 4 systems here. The biosystems, which is connected, it's this green line going to the left, going to the power center. Control systems, which is this blue line going to the right and heading to the power center. We have 2 which are offline, the top and the bottom. And I think actually which lines are connected and which are not can be randomly decided, because I remember doing the left and right ones in a previous playthrough. So okay, we have to move the direction of these circuits. Not a very difficult puzzle. Which is good, because obviously our friends don't have much time. If this has a time limit, which I'm not sure. Considering the nature of the game, it might, for all we know. Okay, power grid is online. Well, I mean, we could give up, but really we do need to rescue our friends, because I don't think we can actually pilot the ship ourselves. Okay. Air refiltration was the 4th system. Everything's back online now.
Auxiliaries online. Zach! Zach, wake up! You okay?
Oh, jeez. You say I'm a lousy pilot. Look at this.
Damn it, Zach! You're the one that told me this position was clear.
That's what the scanners said.
Just run some instrument checks. Let's see what kind of damage we sustained.
Harry, scanners only pick up metal and rock. This This thing must be made of something else.
Ah, shit. Every one of our drive systems is down, even thrusters.
Oh, great. Great, so we're dead in the... You want to hear the good news or the bad news?
Good news?
There is none. The bad news is this thing's hurtling straight for the sun's corona. It's taking us with it.
And there's no way to get clear without our thrusters. Do we still have short-range communications?
Yeah.
Send a distress call.
To who? What, you think this thing is a ship?
Zach, I don't know, but maybe whoever or whatever's on board can help us.
Yeah, if they're not too torqued at you for bashing in their front door.
Zach, just do it.
All right, sending distress signal. Jeez.
Casey, why don't you run an ID check? See if there's any known ship with a configuration like that.
All right. Anything to just, do something else besides watching you two argue about the slightest little things.
Oh, here's a big surprise. Unknown.
Any response to our distress call?
Zip, dead air.
So, either we figure out how to alter our course
Or we're toast.
in about 4 hours.
Great. This is great.
Casey, better activate your probe. Let's see what we're dealing with out there.
Of course, because I'm the brain in the box, it's not like either one of you could operate this probe. They're always running to Casey, because I'm the one in the box. I have to do these things. While, what do these two do? All they do is crash into ships and get us into trouble. Bring us to the brink of certain death, and who gets us out of these things? Casey does. The guy was put in the box. The guy who no longer has any sense of feeling or taste or smell. We have to do all the work. I mean, Ari and Zach better realize that being deprived of all these senses can drive the human brain insane. Didn't they see RoboCop 2? I mean, it is the future, but that's no excuse.
Probe bay doors now. Be careful, Casey.
Seen anything like this.
I doubt any human has.
Is it some kind of composite, alloy, or secreted material? I mean, did they build this stuff or grow it? This is a complete unknown, Ari.
Galaxy's full of unknowns, my young son. I mean, look, they didn't even discover the Titan rock dwellers till 4 years ago, and that was in our own system.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing that. The miners sunk a shaft right into the main colony. Practically wiped out the whole race before that exolinguist established communications.
Yeah, well, let's be careful, because you're no exolinguist.
Hey, I happen to speak 27 languages.
Yeah, 3 phrases. More beer, where's the head, and baby, you want to come by and see me?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's that?
I don't know, meteor hit?
I don't think so. Hold your position, Casey. Zach and I are joining you.
Whoa, we are?
You got a better idea?
Guess we don't have much of a choice. All right, let's suit up.
Casey, I'm gonna check my headset cam now.
Here's mine, Case.
Stand by, we're on our way, Casey.
Man, I thought I'd seen everything.
Never seen a material like this before. Design? Totally alien. Almost looks like it was alive once, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to know the old galaxy's still got a few surprises left for us. Hey, come on, Harry, this is just like the old days, isn't it?
I was kind of hoping the old days were over.
Oh, come on, tell me you don't find this stuff exciting anymore.
The only thing that excites me is staying alive.
Well, it's definitely a ship.
No sign of the crew, of course. They must have evacuated this section.
We got blown out when it decompressed.
We can't see much, Casey. Drop inside and throw some more light around there.
All right, let's head inside and turn on the floodlights. And I know the CG was hilarious, but honestly, 1995, a console game, that actually is pretty impressive for the time. As much as funny as it looks now. Let's just turn the lights on. Okay. They did mention that it does look organic. Zach was wondering if this was built or grown. Well, the only thing really that I notice in this room is this right here. Doesn't seem like there's anything else to look at.
Let's do it. Looks like a lube rack and a maintenance bay.
Oof. Artificial gravity. About 70-80% of Terra normal.
Oh, Harry, check this out. What the hell is this stuff?
Be careful. We can't tell what anything is until we find the life forms that built all this. Hey, come over here. Found something. Might be a door.
Oh, let's blast it and find out.
No, blast it and you could decompress the entire ship. Now, if we get through quickly enough and reseal it, the ship should cycle back to normal.
Fair enough. How do we get through?
Let's give Casey a chance.
Oh, come on, Casey can't even touch the thing. No offense, Case.
Well, touching it hasn't helped us. We need another approach. Go ahead, Casey, give it a try.
Alright, we can't actually do anything to it, but as Ari said, brute force doesn't seem to be working. So what could we do? Well, we could run an analysis on it, I suppose. That does seem to be the thing that Casey is best at. Photon reactive. Well, we're already shining our floodlight on it, but we have this other option. We can also shine colored lighting onto things. It doesn't actually matter which one we choose. We can choose any of these. So let's shine some red on the door, see what happens. Disc 2 is what happens. What you see, we shined the colored light onto the alien door, and it told Casey, Zach, and Ari to insert Disc 2. So, I think that's going to be enough for right now, for this week, for the Daedalus encounter, as we now have to insert Disc 2 to see what happens when we get inside the ship. Like I said, it is a 4-disc game. Each disc seems to take around a half an hour, so most likely we'll do this in 4 weeks, I would assume. Unless, well, there's one part on disc 3, which, like I said, I'll mention when we get there, which has been kind of a pain so far. Anyway, as far as the Daedalus encounter goes, I like the game, actually. I mean, it tries to be a real serious take on an FMV adventure game. I think it actually does it pretty well. I think that the way it sort of integrates, your choices into the movie to make you feel like you're actually in the movie, it's not bad, honestly. It works okay. So I like it so far. We'll continue on with the rest of the Daedalus encounter in the following weeks as we insert Disc 2 to get inside the alien ship, but that's enough for right now. So we'll be right back in a few minutes to get away from this sci-fi and into some horror. Be back in a few minutes. See you then.